we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts.
That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hold it ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Sanders again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Miles Sanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Slice, 97.
Tua on 4th down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll rifle rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look.
Throwing his Hurts.
Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ranger.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Eagles!
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 and now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Strikers, 3-3.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 60. Set.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will shrink to 6. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense on here as he'll try for 2 points. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath. Absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing to battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hurry, hurry! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run with Sanders, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Smith, red.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
52 plus.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Fight, 97.
Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Set, ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
43 rail.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Triple 38.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free in the tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort he'll take every single time.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Ready?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 51 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Ready? Check it. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
10 cycles. Watch out now. 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
On the ball.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds,